All right, chat. You know what time it is. We're here to do a little VOD review. We got a game with Moon and Juju. Today we're going to be focusing on our Kiri, seeing what we have to see about this lovely
So like a spherical cow.
5, 4, 3.
Wow, this
2,
Sigma skin
1.
sucks.
Round 1.
I'll start off by
Capture
saying
the
that
objective.
Sigma terrible skin. So yeah, we're going to follow around our Kiriko player and see what we can see. I do not play Kiriko, so my advice will be much more tailored towards general gameplay and things of that nature, as opposed to specific, a specific, you know, a specific.
Hey there.
Your presence is acknowledged.
We'll do this one mostly in
Understood.
first person. Let's see. Let's see. Like I said, guys, I'm not a Kiri player, so I can only offer advice based on just general positioning. This is a pretty clean one. We just duel here. So just great hard flank by the team. Okay, in this moment right here, I'm sensing this is kind of a tricky fight. This is not necessarily one we want to take. Looking at our team positioning and our resources, we're going to want to TP out of here as soon as possible or use a cooldown to keep ourselves alive. If we don't, I'm seeing the death. Ooh, saved by the clutch Mercy player. Now, even still, this is a 4v5. This is kind of tricky for our team. I think this is a clean team fight, though. Considering our soldiers' position, I think we just take this one. Good work at healing. So far, so good. Watch the flank here. Ooh, fantastically hit. That's my favorite player. Just needed. So far, I'm seeing everything I'd like to see. Yeah, great scene play. Everyone's doing their job. That's what you like to see. Yeah, we pressure this. It's a big game sense. Not much to be said here. It's kind of done how you want to go. Flanks. Keep the pressure where it needs to go. Gotta heal him safe. Okay, so in this point of the team fight, I'd like to see a clean retreat. It's a 1v5, 1v whole team. You gotta leave it. Yeah, this is after we do. We hard commit a little bit. Yeah. That was. It's fine. Soft committing right there is fine. You die on point and you die quickly, so you're not really slow. Let's see what we do here. Ooh, Mercy staggering out like that's going to cost our team this next team. We're going to delay our
Bring shoulder pads.
Great. Another team flank. Now, they saw the flank the first time, so they're probably going to be a little wise to it the second team fight. I want to see how this plays out. Our team is split here 3-2. Not a huge deal because their team is split as well, but definitely something to be eyes up on. Good ult, keeping them taking, staying aggressive. Yeah, they hard committed, they put 2 ults in the team. That was good, perfectly. Good signal. Ooh, down 2. It's going to be hard to take it though. Our soldier lives here, we actually can take this team with. We have Susie. Did we have Suzu there? That was definitely the time to use it. Nah, Suzu was on cooldown. Nothing for it. Yeah, I mean, played as good as it. Tank here, 1,000 quickly. Yeah. Yeah. So far, so good, guys. I'm not mad at this. Not seeing anything particularly egregious. These two are about to stagger out, cost us another team fight, but that's what it is. Ooh. Well, controlled aggression. Ooh. Well, controlled aggression. Pushed up just enough, got his pick and then I love our team play with our tank. So this is exactly what I expect to see, or what I want to see as a tank from our healer. Just sticking close, helping me play my angles. Got a solo duel, various other things. Got the jump on him. Good Suzu. Yeah. Oh, stay there. Yeah, this team fight's gonna follow that. Falls open. It's going to be playing. It's likely they're going to take this team fight. It's a staggered out team fight. It's 4 chances. Ooh, we got the res here. It's actually playable. Yeah, we flip it around. What a res. Game saving res. Point saving res by the person. Cool. We come in just in time, obviously, using the carry timer. 99%, so we got to be crispy with our team fight. Ooh. Drop in McCree early? Yeah, that's going to cost us the game. McCree and Mercy down. There's nothing for it. We're going to take this duel, but it's not going to go in our favor. 2v1 for our tank, 1v1, a tricky duel to take for us. Even if we take this, our tank has to win it. Legitimately bad luck. That's not our team. Our team is at all. Mercy McCree staggered out early and just cost us. Who raised this one? Cyber Creeper, something like that. Yeah. Legitimately, I thought that was pretty fantastic play. There's nothing that I would have done differently from what I saw. So we don't take those to heart. So. Yeah. Our team is doing their job. Well, some of our team is really doing their job. That was just. Ooh. Short. Okay. So they come out on the junk. Hanzo, Brig, Iati, and Sig. We come out on the Moira, Sig, Mercy, Soldier, and Ashe. Moira, Mercy, once we start getting up into these diamond and platinum ranks, it's going to be a bit harder to make work. You guys cannibalize each other's healing a little bit, but depending on how you play this, it can work. Yeah, I don't hate it. I think I get what you were going for. I just wanted to take a little more agency into the game. For this one, though, we have to be very, very, very wary of poke for our team. They, for some reason, got a big old point advantage. They're to the point before the first team fight starts. So you guys are going to lose this first point, I'm guessing. They've got, as a team, they have better poking, and that's going to be hard for our team to contend. Yeah. So I think, yeah, these two are duoed. Valle and O'Reilly, they're duoed. So I think this duo kind of cost us a lot of money in the end, is what I'm guessing. Yeah, great position by their team. It's hard to play into, right? You have to take poke here. Coming into the point, yeah. Another shot, not before. We have a good off angle here from our DPS duo, but they're kind of all the way out in Neverland, actually.
The objective is now.
Yeah, so we have, instead of 1 5-stack, we have 2 duos and a single, it looks like. Which is always going to be kind of hard to play into, especially if they have something better, like a 3 and a 2 or something like that. Obviously, since we can't see the team comps, there's not much we're going to worry about. But positionally, this team fight is over. You guys just have to give this space up. I don't know where our lovely duo is, but they're not anywhere useful. Yeah, they just got it. They just got it. Tank class next. I guess you can. Oh, shout out Juju for proving me wrong twice. Second to last to die. Yeah. So they just got 2 team fights basically because they staggered you guys out pretty beautifully. Yeah. The Torb swap, okay, off the Ashe. Or yeah, both off the Ashe. The Ashe was a soldier just a bit ago. A Ram. Ram's actually probably a good pick here. I actually don't hate Ram at all, but it's a little too late. You're split now, so we have a 4v5 about to happen. It's going to look bad for our team. Again, this duo is going to take a team fight, and then just kind of a split up. This is going to go poorly for us. Ooh, okay. So our healer comes in. Our hero comes in and saves the day. Oh, Hanzo headshot. Not much that I don't think you can do there. Those Hanzo headshots are pretty tricky. Let's see. Yep. Trying our best to kill our team. Playing our corners. And everything's just about right. We peek the Hanzo. We're not watching the special. 1, 2, 3 shots. There you go. Yeah, that's tough. That's pretty tough. I see what we're going for. I mean, I could give the nitpicky feedback like, oh, you cited the Hanzo, so you have to play into his sight lines, but that's just unfortunate, honestly. You do have to respect him. Like I said, as you start to get into these higher levels, your tolerance for error just goes down, right? There's just less mistakes that you're allowed to make game for game. If he's a Hanzo like sniper, which we're seeing now, he's got 2 kills, so I would like to see some adjustments going forward because he's dinked out 2 of our players thus far. That pick though is going to cost us this team fight. It's not really your fault, not like, oh, you sold and we lose a team fight, but that pick's going to cost us this team fight. What we would like to see is this 3 stack backing up. You guys are taking a 3v5 into bad positioning. Instead, we stay aggressive. We get poked at 3 different angles. Tank goes, DPS goes. Yep. Nothing for it. So in that moment, yeah, I would have liked to see us not engage there. We kind of have to spot and make these calls. I don't know what the comp situation was, like, or was looking like coming into this. But if I spot out, I got 3v5 happening. I see this in the kill feed, right? I see my torch just went down and I'm dead. I'm weapons behind. Low. I'm gonna back up here. I'm gonna call. I get it, trying to like play with your duo and save the team fight, but yeah, right here you gotta go. And you committed a movement ability to get into a losing team fight, so now you're gonna fall over and push the timer back. It's not a positional issue; it's a game sense thing. Yeah. Good news is we get a clean 4 kill if our soldier does not play like a soldier, please. Soldier, don't sell. Soldier, please don't sell. Soldier, do not sell like this. Okay, he's not dead. He has a soul yet. Oh, but we are so split. We're so split. And they're pushing up into our space. Yeah, I'm not gonna comment. Yeah, I mean, playing this correctly, the Juno I think is a good swap here. Giving you some stuff. There's this good avoid on that Yachty ult. Good avoid there. That was good. Dragons come through. Side out the dragons. Yeah, we lose 1, so it's 4v5 here. This is such a tricky position to play, right? Because our tank is taking main, but main is a little bit of a kill zone. We got a 3v1 on angles for our tank. Our tank has got to push in aggressively, especially because they have the Yachty, the beacon. I don't know if we spotted this out or not, but our tank cannot. We don't have the resources. We do not have the resources to play the poke game from in here. It's 83%. We have to push in. Push in aggressively. I'd like to see our tank give us a gold cooldown and push in. You got to just go. Like, even if you lose pushing in, better to lose pushing in than lose back here. That's just gonna happen. Yeah. We do dodge that. I think our tank got clipped by it, but they just We retreat or go towards point. 92%, we actually go towards point, but it's not going to matter. We do push towards point a little, but we got kind of jammed up. All in all, I really don't have a lot of feedback for our hero in that game. I think we did our jobs pretty well as a support. I think our tank actually did a pretty good job as well too. Up until that last couple of team fights, I think that our kind of team synergy just started to fall apart. And these games can go like that, right? When you lose first, and it's like, oh, it was kind of close, but then you kind of start to crumble into the second team fight. Definitely just keeping our energy and morale up is going to be the move, and not letting a round like get in our head, right? We can't let what happens in one round affect how we play the next one. I think just because this was a little shorter than I expected, I think I will watch another of our replays, and then I will go from there. And then I will go from there. Let's see. It's so funny how life goes. You care about a lot of stuff, and suddenly you don't care about none of that nonsense. GMP Summit. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, I do like Shambali Monastery.
Ready for battle.
Do like Shambali Monastery. It's one of my favorite ones. It's very pretty. Probably just gonna watch our attack. So I'll watch our attack and then kind of see how it plays out. Give a little bit of feedback. Call it a day. I'm not too committed to the idea of playing this one. Some things that I'm looking to see coming out. We obviously can't see their picks coming out of the gate. Their comp is a pseudo dive. D.Va is just not really a great main tank. So having D.Va solo tank here is actually to our benefit. With our tanks, our tank and support lineup actually has a good contestant there. We do need to watch for the Nano Blade at this level. That is something to worry about. Actually, the window high noon is also a bit of a concern. Obviously, the nuke is always a nuke. What I'd want to see is just good team pathing. This is more so on our tank to kind of, I guess, actualize. But from our hero, I want to see our hero sticking to our tank, and I want to see just taking good paths. Honestly, I think it's going to be the most beneficial thing. When we come out and see the matchup, it should be immediately apparent that we have to move our feet to get to where we want to take good team fights. Trying to take a team fight from down here, I think is going to cost us pretty severely into this particular comp. They've got the kind of comp that can spread out and poke from different angles. We are playing the kind of tank who wants to make his feet move and do the work from his positioning. So that's what I'd like to see. Again, what a ugly skin for our Sigma. What an absolutely
Stop the payload.
So their D.Va actually starts us in a pretty abysmal position. And we do just, it's not us, but our Ananade just dunked into the pooper. Absolutely terrible Ananade that did not accomplish anything. That was a waste of a really, really powerful tool. Our soldier right away is taking an aggressive position. That's what we like to see. And the rest of our team, not so much. We're pushing lane. Soldier goes and feeds. Yeah, we're going to watch this one.
A new dawn for you.
Yeah, so far so good. Giving a little bit of space. It's good though. Yep. Top next leg up. Poking. Yeah. All the stuff I can see. That's so good. I'd like to see, in this moment, so we have this duel that we're going to handle. I'm pretty confident we'll win it. I'd like to see, and this is a bit high. I won't say high level. I think it's in our competence, but I'd like to see this positioning from us. Taking this positioning. Now, obviously, we have to fight for it. We've got this Genji, and they were up here before, but having this position, again, you guys know, I love stressing the importance of high ground. Playing this fight from here as opposed to here is a very different team fight outlook, right? They've got a lot of natural cover from here. They've got a lot of ways to retreat cleanly from here. If we can, and because we're Kiri, the only reason I mention this is because we're Kiri, we can just climb up. We don't have to actually path all the way around. We can actually climb up and force the issue from here. This completely changes the texture of this team fight if we're taking it from here. Our tank might, because it looks like we have the support coming, our tank might just push this for free, but I would like to see aggressive pushing, aggressive space taking this high ground here and contesting this Ana for it. I think we have the competence to win a duel with this Ana. Let's see. So yeah, push here. Ooh, not being cognizant. We dueled the Genji, but we didn't finish off the duel. Kind of tunnel visioning on the tank, I'm imagining. Let's see what we got. So we're topping up our tank, pressuring the shield, or pressuring the D.Va rather. So far so good. We hear the Genji, we heal up our soldier. No pressure applied to the Genji, and the Genji is not dead. We do not see that Genji flash in our kill screen, which means we take half of our life here in damage. Reactive, but okay, acceptable TP out. Suzu and the Sig, so it's not a selfish Suzu. We're back at full HP. Topping up the Sig. So far, so good. Yeah. Great awareness to keep your team up there. Great awareness. We might lose our tank. Good sit. Ooh, yeah, this is pretty good. Head on a swivel, playing around the map. Again, in this moment, just a pause. In this moment, I want to be aggressively taking taller positioning. Even if we don't take maximum high ground there, which is actually straight across, taking this position is very different from just walking with the payload, coming straight up main. We're leaving windows of opportunity for our opponents to exploit if we just walk the payload up. Pushing up with the Suzu or with the Kiri TP though. Yep. Yep, TP to self-cleanse. Yeah, I'm not married to climbing that and taking the gold from up there. I think this is okay. Okay, I can dig it. I can dig it. A little cheeky poke. Not hard committing to anything. Not feeding up. Yeah. Yeah, I can get behind this. Ooh. A good ping. Good ping. Keeping our arms up. Keeping our team aware. Playing natural cover wonderfully. Watch our angles here. Yeah, nice. Keeping our head on the swivel. Holding this great corner. Great corner. Good position. Yeah, head's on the swivel still. Ult's ready. This is a beautiful spot for the ult. Expecting to see him. Yep. Sent the ult into ult. Ooh, unlucky for our tank. We do claim their research should still die here. I think we've got the resources. Okay, yeah. It's pretty good. Yeah, research should fall. Yep. Now here, I actually want us to back up. I know we're actually advantaged in this team fight, but we are frontlining as a Kiri. This is kind of a hard call to see, but I don't think we should be taking this duel. I think we should be backing up. Yeah, if we stay in, we lose. Good dealing. Yeah. Ooh! Ooh! That was tough. That was tough. That was tough. That was heat. I'm not gonna lie. Pop in the Vin. Beautiful play. Finishing off the eraser. Aggressively dueling this cast. This is a bold duel. 2v1. Taking tons of damage. He hard commits his ult. We beautifully time him out and get the pick. Great team play. Great team play. Great team play. You'll love to see it. In this moment, we have downtime between the team fight. I'd like to see us, especially because we won this team fight so convincingly, let's take a better position. If we're going to be aggressive, that's fine. Be aggressive. Push up. Take a more aggressive position. Change up the dynamics of the team fight, right? Taking this position grants you a health pack, grants you tons of natural cover, gives you the ability, especially because you're a Curie. One of the things I will say that I have not seen a ton of from our Curie hero today is natural off-angling. Kiriko is probably the best character in the game to off-angle aggressively with because you can poke from here, you can take this angle, danger comes, TP out, right? So one of the things I'd like to see a bit more of, especially because I think our hero has the aim and skills to deliver on aggressive play in this manner, I'd like to see some more aggressive off angling. You're going to create a much more difficult environment for the enemy team to engage into. Like standing here and poking, if they put pressure on, you can just back up for one. You have the health pack here for two. If they really hard commit, you can always just TP out. If our team is there, we always have that out. So that's what I'd like to see. Because I'm imagining we're going to, just walk up to payload. Doing a lot of payload babysitting, which I understand, but like I said, I'd like to see some more aggressive offense. If our tank is cutting a given angle, I want to see us on an off angle, as opposed to, like, if you want to play straight up behind your tank, there are supports who are better at that than Kiriko, right? We could play an Ana here and just spam healing down the main, catching people with shots down the main. If you want to play main, there are better supports to play for that job. Curie's good at it, for sure. She can do it, like sending down the... I love the sparkles. I really do. Sending down the Afudas, right? Raining down some kunais, but really, truly look at the difference in dynamics that this angle creates, right? Aggressively pushing up. If we started our fight from over there, where I'd like to have seen us, aggressively pushing up with our tank, cutting this angle, now we're doing something aggressive, right? Now we're making them look in different directions. They can't focus, and we're drawing fire into our Sigma's ability here. We're drawing fire into the kinetic grasp. So I'd like to just see a little bit more aggressive off-angling from our Kiriko. Overall, I'm still very satisfied with the quality of that play. I would like to see a bit aggression. Yeah, that box is more fun. Now that I kind of mentioned it to myself, I definitely think that is focus. If you want to just play main, there are just so many supports that are actually better than Kiri. Right? Kiri does not provide as much value as possible when she's standing up. She wants to be naturally off angles. Like I said, I trust our hero. Yeah, easy Suzu. Easy Suzu. Unlucky though. You guys are just gonna a little bit too. Get one. TP out here. Can we TP out? Oh. Get the pick. Oh, very close to getting that last pick. Unfortunately. Our soldier might stay in aggressively, but no, he's not close.
Time to get clever.
Our ult economy is pretty good. 2 coming in, 3 total online. 3 to 3. Yeah, beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. To the Suzu, Cool. That looks good. Dealing the team aggressively, going in, keeping the still up alive. Yeah, closing down. Again, now that I can't get my brain off of it, right? This is a bit trickier to take, but just a small, it doesn't have to be a massive angle, right? We don't have to hard flank and come all the way over here and play from back here. Although, as Kiriko, legitimately you could, and their heads are all wide open. But you don't have to. You don't have to make such a dramatic play. You can just cut a little bit of a different angle, right? Cutting a little bit different of an angle, and it's gonna... What I want to see in general, what I'm really getting at from our hero, there's a couple of ways you can do it too. Because it's Kiriko, you can climb right here and cut this angle. And you can still, because you can TP through walls, you can cut a little bit of natural cover, not a ton, to be honest. Natural healing, though. We have a health pack here. So we can cut this angle, like climb the wall, cut this angle. We're poking from here, drawing those resources off of their Orisa, right? Importantly, drawing cooldowns to ourselves here. We have Suzu to cleanse any nano or cleanse any any aggressive cooldowns that come our way. We can cleanse them away for free. We could poke. When the time comes, we just TP back to our team, right? TP all the way back if we're feeling threatened, or if we're still feeling aggressive, we TP to our tank. I just think that more aggressive play is a better expression of this player's skill. I'd like to see, because Kiriko has the potential to be a carry pick, I'd like to see more aggressive play, and I'd like to see our hero step into that role as a carry, if that makes sense. I think that we have the competence to do that. That's what this is fine though. Again, I want to push. I want to squeeze the last little bits of juice out of this lemon. I think our player is playing really well here.
Nodding off.
Still fun. Again, though, yeah. The more that like I said, the more that I see it, the more that I see it back here. Right? We can play from back here. We can control their angles coming in. We can absolutely duel this Bastion. Suzu, we can take the Bastion. I'm legitimately not worried about that Bastion at all. Especially because he has his attention that has to be split now. And that's really the main thing. I guess this kind of is my bias as a Wrecking Ball player, but I'm so partial to splitting attention. So taking this angle, this is a bit aggressive, right? This is a bit deep. But we could afford to take it, because if we were over here, so if we had started that team fight instead of back here, if we had started it by climbing aggressively and playing here, the Bastion has to push into us. He has to use stairs because he doesn't have any mobility, or I guess he can, blow himself up. But he can pop himself up or use stairs. We have the health pack to sustain us in the duel. We can always TP out, and then we can cut even harder into their team here, which again is aggressive and probably not even recommended because they're coming out of spawn there. But just to broaden our minds to the possibility, right? We can cut aggressively into their team, pull these healing resources away from the main, pull this attention away from the main, split the Bastion's attention. He has to either turn around, at which point he's getting shot in the back by our team, or he has to hard commit to our team, at which point he's getting shot in the back by us. So not necessarily do we want to be, elbow deep in the opponent's spawn. That's not always a good play. In fact, it's almost never a good play. But I think that since we are committing to this Kiriko pick, I think that we can benefit more from just playing a more aggressive way. This is fine. Here, right? Now we don't want to be there. We want to be here on the cross angle. We want to be here on the cross angle. Again, these cross angles naturally, I'm not doing this on purpose. I don't know these map geographies that well. But these cross angles naturally will bring you to these health packs. That's the way that they design these maps, is to be taken advantage of in these crossfires. And this crossfire in particular is unique because it's not likely to draw as much attention. I do so love these funky glitches. What's going on with this man? Where are his legs? Anyway, but taking this angle aggressively, and again he comes here. But if we can take the duel, we can take this duel, and we have this option to retreat. If we force that duel, he doesn't come in and get that high noon, right? He doesn't have that opportunity. So just little things that I want us to be kind of cognizant of. It's the same as high ground, but for Kiriko, it's a little bit different. She has a bit more horizontal mobility. She has vertical mobility for sure. She obviously can climb the walls. I'd like to see us taking some more our teleport and using it more aggressively. If we were over there to force the issue, he doesn't get that shot off on us. He has to use it in a different manner. And we can bait it. We've seen in this game that we have the confidence and skill to bait out the high noon, right? Force out that that was actually team fight winning, as a matter of fact. Force that out, and then potentially save the game.
Feels like sunlight, huh?
Actually save it. Game's not over though. Definitely would have been great, folks. Great folks here.
Under my protection.
That one was a bit confusing. Not quite sure what happened there. I guess we kind of waited. We were kind of maybe debate the Orisa, or not sure how that was meant to play out. Maybe we just wanted to swap for our tank. The Sigma was working. I think we could have got away with the Sigma. Okay, so this is the opposite of what I want to see. Playing this passively with a hero who has this much potential to change the dynamic of the game. This is going to cost us big. Our tank is going to take this 1v5 and lose for free. Our team is back here poking at nothing, really. This is going to go badly for us. It's going to cost us another team fight. Net. Oh, she lives on the beat. Okay. We've given up all this space now. Payload's rolling back.
Here it comes.
Ooh. Okay. What are we going for? So we're hard committing cooldowns. Our team is playing a little more passively than I'd like, but we're not going to roll with our team. Yeah, this is a bad team. This is a bad fight. This isn't the angle we want to take. That one,
Illuminated.
I wouldn't worry. I saw what we were
Can't keep the sun down. On your horizon.
wonderful. Back in the fight immediately. Strong healing. Taking advantage. Don't send it here. This isn't what we want to use it. Great. I want to get a little bit deeper. Now we might, but not necessarily. I think they're just going to prepare us. Even if we die here, we should have one more team fight. I'd like to see us save this ult for one team fight. We have all 5 ult, actually. This is absolutely winnable. This is unironically very winnable. What we need is a clean engagement. We got to push straight to point. And we have to use our ults to clear space. I need one pick, at least. I like to see, in a perfect world, Bob goes first, not being wasted in this moment, but being held until the last second. Bob first. A nano onto Bob, I think, is a great play, especially with what our team has. If not the Bob, then our soldier takes the nano. And then we save the Fox Trail and the bomb to win the point. That's what I'd like.
I licked my wounds.
Should be able to TP in here.
Let's go.
Let me see a Bob. I want to see a Bob right now. Instead of this crazy passive gameplay from Ashe. I'd love to see a Bob on this angle. I'd love to see a Bob on this angle. Love to see a Bob on this angle. Cutting the cross angle with the Bob, but it doesn't work. Bob's walled off. Oh, might work. 3 for Bob. Come on. 4. Okay, I stand corrected. Yeah. Bob and soldier. Okay, bomb. Well, bomb just saved the mech. I'm with it. This is actually okay. Yeah. I would have liked to sit on that bomb. I'm not gonna lie. I think bomb is better to have here, right? You don't want to. And I get it. Saving the mech is important. But I would have liked to have Bomb for this team fight, because Bomb wins this team fight for free. There's no natural cover here with not contesting the point. You sit Bomb right on top of the payload. But it's fine. We have 2 pretty solid ults here. We can give the nano now to our diva. Yeah, beautiful down the line. Give the nano to our diva now. Give it to the soldier. Ooh. This is tricky. Yeah. Wonderfully done, team. Wonderfully done. Okay. I want both sides. Wasn't gonna, but you know what? I can't turn down a good game. I love the game. Love the game.
Ready for battle.
No.
Higher or lower than the one on Amari?
Yeah, nice positioning. Nice high ground positioning.
If we do this right, they won't even know what happened.
Five, 4,
Very cool. Very cool skin.
1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Restoring your light.
We dropped a little earlier than I would have liked. Caught that. There's no reason for us to be on the ground here. We play this team fight from up here. We're giving up a very valuable position. Both our tank and our hero. It's just that much harder for him to do that if we're on high ground, right? That one is indeed a positioning error. If we're up here, he has to poke and then commit onto 2 to grab us there. And it's doable. He can still do it. But yeah, dropping here, we don't gain anything by dropping. That was beautiful. Team cleaned it up. It's 1-2 though. Their advantage. Yeah, we just lost that team fight. We didn't. A little bit that was on our shoulders as the hero. A little bit. More so, we were following our team. But one thing that everybody who knows me knows, so I take responsibility. Okay, so we actually get 4 back on ground, but it's a little too late. Yeah, we're gonna clear a lot of space here. We do get the pick, 1-for-1. Giving up a lot of space. Giving up a ton of space. This is a moment. We TP'd in, which is fine. But this is another moment where the cross angles, right? The cross lines could have been really good. Cool, we forced him back. Not a problem. We got a little bit of payload progress behind us, but yeah, we cut that off quickly. Okay. Yeah, in this moment, right? Instead of what we're doing is we're playing Mercy. That's what I realized. We're playing Mercy. So not dead, I promise. Yeah, right here. I'm gonna go back and run that back because my wireless controller got disconnected. Go figure. Let it run. Yeah, so we force him off. That's cool. Right here, though, this is Mercy play. We need to be playing aggressively. We can heal our tank. I'm not saying that's a bad thing to do or unfavorable at all. But this positioning, this is Mercy positioning. Completely secluded behind cover, right? Fully safe. Only person you can see is your teammate. You're not playing Mercy. You're playing Kiriko. You can play Mercy, candidly. You know, I happen to know this hero personally, but Mercy's fine. It's a decent pick for this map. Decent pick for our tank. Even Mercy, though, I'd like to play right here, right? Because he can jump and bounce over there. I want to see us on this angle. I want to see us controlling space. Because the thing about Kiriko, she has the ability to control space. She is not a passive hero at all. She's a very active, very engaged hero. So playing Mercy here, we don't see what's coming. That's the problem. We don't see. So now he's in. Our tank is low. And we can't do anything but retreat. Whereas if we take the same moment, we pull off of our hero. We're poking from here. We can still heal our tank, right? Our gameplay's the same. We see the McCree drop. We can pressure him. He has to take cover from us. We're holding this angle. We're still vulnerable, sure, so we can cut, you know. But we see that Winston coming. Absolutely, we see that Winston coming. And now, even if we don't have the cooldowns, because obviously our Suzu was on cooldown and everything wasn't where we necessarily wanted it, the Winston has to change his consideration. The Winston has to approach this a little differently because he's getting poked at from behind. Maybe he just continues to tunnel vision on our Orisa. You know, it is what it is. But we draw this resource from. I want to see here. Yeah, right. You see the difference now because the Genji has clean shots, clean lines of fire on both of you because of your positioning as a Mercy-hearted player, as opposed to having his attention split, having to look here or here. These are two different engagements for him. When the monkey, the same thing, right? He's tunnel visioning on Orisa, sure, but now he's tickling you both with that laser, that Tesla laser, because you are positioned immediately behind. So little things. It's not going to make a huge difference moment to moment, but I'm convinced that over the course of a game, these things will definitely add up largely. In this moment, I want to see you up here. If we're going to fight here, we give this up. I'm going to just climb up right here. I want to be right here, taking the fight. I can see more. I can do more. I see this happening. Where are we at? Yeah, we don't see that to our side. We're going to start getting attacked here in a bit. Good play. Good play. Made it work. Beautifully done. Who killed us? Genji? Where was Genji? Where was he? Oh, right down the lane. All right. Yeah, little details. None of these in and of themselves, I think, are the thing. But you always want to try and just maximize your own play, right? You want to take your own play as far as you can.
Time to get clever. Yeah. Draw strength from nature.
Ooh, we're playing my angle. Doing exactly what I wanted. Not mad at that. And look at what happens. We can see more. We get popped. It happens. I think it's still a better position to take. Right? If we're down here, nothing changes. If we're on the level with our teammate, we have to turn and duel him anyway. He just won the duel. There's nothing for it. Look at how many... So both of them had to commit resources to engage onto this Ashe. That's the critical. And now the Ashe, again, she got popped. He committed an ult, so it is what it is. But all the Ashe has to do is drop here. And she's now denied their resources. Now she still has her coach, so she can coach back up, right? This is just the rule of high ground. This is how that works.
60 seconds.
Yeah. Honestly, what I'm seeing, too, is that they're just winning a lot of the one-on-one duels. Or taking them better. They're actually playing dive here. They're playing two-man dive. And it's working pretty well. We don't have anyone who can really defend into that. So, nothing for it. I think overall, better positioning will win you more games. I maintain that. Yeah, that was a bit of a mercy moment. I can dig it. You have to look at what you're healing, but I just never want to tunnel vision on one hero. Ooh, this is a bit bold. We know that the McCree is down there. Oh, he actually died. Okay. Cool. Yeah, cool. Cool.
Like a gentle rain. Get in there, Bob.
Yeah, again, this is mercy positioning. Right? All we're doing is tunnel visioning on who we're healing, and we're not forcing the issue. I would argue that Kiriko gets more value from playing this aggressive angle because of her kit. The way her kit is designed, you want to be poking. It's kind of like Hanzo, right? You're just trying to land the dink. Even if you don't, pressuring here, you still have the opportunity to do all the same healing, especially because of the way her kit is designed. You can heal and do damage, and your rhythm actually doesn't change, right? Her Afudas come out at the same speed, whether or not you're poking or not. They design it so that you can continue to poke while you're healing. So by not having vision at all on our opponents, we're cutting out half of our kit. I think that's where we start to fall apart here. Again, if that's the playstyle you're after, that's fine. There's space in this game for that. But you want to pick the character that's best at that playstyle, which is Mercy. Because then at the very least, even if you're not sighting on the enemy, you can buff up your Risa so that she can take this duel more aggressively. Yeah, we rotate around. We find it, but I would have liked to see it just a little earlier. Cool. With the Bob, too, we're winning. Cool. Yeah. Take an angle. Look. Your Ana was up there taking an angle. Your Ana's cutting angles. Cut an angle. Orisa's just feeding. This is insane. She's feeding you ult charge, to be fair, but she's also feeding the Genji ult charge. And Genji's actually made quite a few plays this game. So I don't know how I feel about that. But yeah, again, this isn't what I want to see. I want to see aggressive play. Hold it. Down that lane, I think it is. Yeah, just hold it. Just back out. Suzu, yep.
That's what I like to see.
Yeah. Rotate to the health pack. Beautiful. You gotta take that health pack. Not allow our enemy to take it. We always gotta take it.
Hey.
Whether our teammate gets it or not, it is what it is. I don't want our enemy to take that. Yeah, we just give them a ton of space. They just got like all of second point. They pushed us all the way back to third and took all the second basically for free. Now, yeah. No. Send it. Send the cat. Send the fox. What are you doing? Send the... Oh, that one. Sorry, chat. That one was on us. We gotta hold that one. We should have been in there. Our Orisa went in completely alone. And it wasn't like our Orisa just like, you know, fully sprinted out the team. Orisa's continuing to press. Our team is playing passively. Our Ana's all the way back in Never Never Land. Orisa's already half by the time she gets in to go ult. But now, because she's actually made the correct play, I would argue. She's pushed past because sitting there in the window, we would have just lost the point. So Orisa wants to maintain the point. She pushes past the window. Our entire team is cut off. Not a single person can see our Orisa. This is actually a good play. I'm going to commit. I think this is a good play from Orisa, and our team just didn't follow up. There's no reason she should have been solo walking into this. This was like a clean 5v5 team fight, and we just kind of sold out. And if we're here, we have Nano, we have Nade to come into this, we have a pull-in into a Rocket, into a Dynamite. This is an easy team fight win. Easy team fight win. But our Orisa gets paid. And we try to make the recovery, but this is an entire team falling short. We should have been there with our Orisa. Now you're going to get punished, too. That's the crazy part. Yeah, you get punished because you were late. Nothing for it. Nothing for it.
Can't keep the sun down.
We're going to lose another team fight because we're staggered out. Yep. Here goes another team fight. You got to hold here. You can't go in. Yeah, just chill out. Ram. I don't love Ram. I don't love Ram. I would have liked to see the D.Va, honestly, if we were playing into our hero pools. I think the D.Va would have been better for what we're going for here. The D.Va can contest the Winston better, like, every way. Yeah, Ram's going to struggle into this. Yeah, just got put down. I would like to see a D.Va swap. Yeah, personally, I would like to see a D.Va swap there. Winnable. Turn around. There you go. Yeah, nice. They got a ton of point progress, though. They got a ton of point progress. This is an OT game. I don't really feel like watching OT. I know how his game is, so really. Yeah. Look, there's people in chat right now. There's like actually a chat. Chat, if y'all want me to watch OT, you guys have to like actually say something. You can't just watch passive. If you want me to watch OT, you have to like do chat. Watch OT, we love it. We love your commentary, it's so great. You guys know what I'm gonna say. Yeah, this is Mercy play. Cut an angle, cut an angle, cut an angle, cut an angle. There's so many good angles to cut. Cut this angle with the soldier, right? Take this aggressively. And then, mind you, natural consequences. If we cut this angle with the soldier, our soldier's playing here, we're playing here, we're keeping our soldier tucked up, we're keeping our Ram tucked up. Our Ram is gonna push. Which he needs to be pushed. He doesn't need to be poking from here. He needs to be pushed. If you're going to play Ram into this comp, you really need to be forcing issue as much as possible. You need to be forcing out your nemesis for him, like on cooldown here. We want our Ram to play aggressive, play up, get into their team, force them back. Trying to like counter poke a Winston as Ram is terrible. He's got a better shield than you, candidly. His shield is going to last for longer. It's going to cover more damage. He can move much more fluidly than you can. He can poke just as well as you can, if not better. And if he gets on you, you have no defenses against him. You can block, but then you're not being effective for your team. So I don't think the Ram is a great pick anyway. But if we're going to play Ram, we want to force the issue. We're going to get in this Winston shit and push him down. Yeah, see? Look at that. Look at that. There you go. We cut the angle. Now, obviously, our angle got countercut by this Genji that's about to knock our soldier out of the game. But we cut the angle, and it forces the Winston to change the game plan. Now he got picked. Unlucky. Way to force the issue. Shout out Ram. Yeah, Ram's just going to fall over there. Yeah, team got picked off the back end. And they should walk this guy on home. Yep, and it's a walk-on. Your team goes ahead, misses some good. Oh, good old. Yeah. I'm not going to do the OT for this particular game because I have a sense of what we're going to see from our hero, and I'm a little bit tired, a little bit late. And all in all, solid play, especially that first game, the Hawaii game. There wasn't much for it. Candidly, there wasn't much you could do. In this game, I noticed a pattern, and it kind of it's cascaded, I guess you could say. It kind of got worse and worse as the game went on. We were playing Mercy with Kiriko having been selected. And that's not going to work. You're going to always run into trouble when you do that because the way that Kiriko is designed is to be aggressive, is to cut those angles, is to use her kit to the fullest. We cut out about half of our kit for most of the game. Well, I won't say for most, but for large chunks of the game, we were neglecting about half of our character's kit. So that's the main thing I want to see from us going forward. I think you guys are great. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you later.